987 only the hits. Welcome aboard. It's Divian and Jacqui with you and Say It With Music and the script if you ever come back.
Indeed. And thank you so much for joining us tonight because we are super excited. It's an extra special show.
We really are.
Because they are a New York-based indie rock band formed back in 2000, I think it was.
Wow.
And opening for Neon Trees tomorrow night in the house, we have We Are Scientists.
Big ups. Welcome aboard, guys.
Thanks.
We've got Keith, Chris, and Andy with us today.
Indeed.
And is this your first time in Singapore?
It is.
How do you guys like it so far?
We're freaking out.
Yeah, we're still digesting it. Spending all night lying awake in bed just trying to figure it out.
Right. But what's your impression of it so far? Because you've been here for about two days.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's actually
Hot.
Oh, it's very hot.
It's hot.
Man.
We've been, I don't know if that's entirely fair. It was equally hot in Indonesia and Japan even, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Why single out Singapore?
Why single out? It's the region. It's the region. It really is. Now, Keith and Chris, you guys started this band way back. How did it all come to be?
We graduated from college and had to get normal jobs, and which obviously was horrible.
Yeah.
And so we started playing music in the evenings just as a way to forget all that had gone wrong.
Yeah, I feel like the sort of cinematic trope of teenagers saying like, someday we're gonna get out of this town. Like I'm gonna join the college football team and I'm never coming back. Sort of our deal was we're gonna start this band and never go back to our jobs. We're getting out of these jobs someday.
Yeah.
I have to ask, you guys said you went to college. What did you guys major in?
Band.
Band. Seriously?
Band studies.
Okay.
But
Band studies.
I mean, throughout the process, were there any tough times? As in,
Sure. There were abysmal lows. There were tears. There was heartbreak. Plenty of heartache.
You guys never see eye to eye on anything at any point?
Rarely.
Rarely. Okay, that's so good.
But do you guys feel like you've made it so far? As in right now, at this point in time?
Yeah, I mean, I think any band who's able to not go back to their job is pretty feels like they've made at least a certain very important milestone has been.
Right.
I do feel like
achieved.
Doing a radio interview in Singapore is a nice,
Yeah, we'd have to
measuring
be total jerks, I think, to whine about how we haven't made it yet.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you here, by the way.
Really
Thanks so much for taking the time out.
Pleasure.
Actually, your latest album, Barbara, it was released just recently. But what do you guys have in the works at the moment? Anything new coming up that we can look forward to?
Yeah, we're actually kind of writing our next record. Barbara came out last year, so we're in the process of writing a new record and gonna try to record that by the end of the year and have something new for 2012.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Can't wait for that.
Do you guys have a concept when you come up for the titles of your albums or anything?
Has to be the best album title available at that time. At
Like
that
Brain
time in
Thrust
the world.
Mastery?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
So what was it behind Barbara then?
I think we thought it was funny to give an album a human name.
I initially was trying to get my girlfriend's band to be called Barbara, and they refused. So I was like, well, if they don't see a good idea when it's thrown right in their face, I will do that.
I think it's worth noting that his girlfriend's band has since gone nowhere.
Building a fan base.
Now, sorry, just quickly back to Brain Thrust Mastery. After hours from that song featured in Nick and Nora's Infinite playlist, how did you guys feel when they told you that they wanted to use the song?
We felt like we had to discuss licensing fees first and foremost.
There you go.
No, it's good. It's cool.
It's
I mean, a lot of people do say that they first heard of us from that soundtrack.
I did,
so.
And I've posted up the video on the Facebook page 987 Divian and Jacqui. It is quite the interesting video. And when we come back, we will talk to We Are the Scientists about their creative aspects when it comes to making videos, and they've even got a bit of a TV show going.
Correct. In the meantime, do stay for the hits. By the way, the Van Perry coming up. If I Die Young, right here on 987.
Check this out.
You were born for this.
987 only the hits. Divian and Jacqui with you on board. And you know what? We Are Scientists are in the house.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say we are scientists, but we are scientists are actually in the hizzle. That's right.
That's right, and they were on a little bit earlier. Of course, if you just tuned in, they have a song featuring Nick and Nora's Infinite playlist as well.
Yes.
They are opening for Neon Trees tomorrow at Fort Canning.
Indeed.
Will be very exciting. Now, guys, you have very, very interesting videos, music videos at that. Who conceptualizes everything?
We do it.
Yeah.
We do the concepting. And then we rely on other people to do the work.
Which has been your favorite video to produce so far?
The I Don't Bite video was good because it took about 4 total hours.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen that.
Always a good.
At the back of the cab.
Great.
Yeah.
And what was it about, really? As in,
that's actually the one video that we didn't concept.
Okay.
So we don't, and it's really hard to understand. So just answering honestly, we don't know what it's about.
Yes. Yeah, we were on tour when we found out we had to make it, and they needed it obviously in like 5 days.
Okay.
So we called a friend of ours who is a photographer, and we're like, "Want to make a video on our day off in LA?" He was like, "Yes," and we showed up, and he had.
Actually, in his answer, yes, he put like 2 paragraphs of insane sort of synopsis.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it was kind of William S. Burroughs-esque stream of consciousness.
There you go.
And it's no more clear now what he wanted to do, but it did turn out fairly watchable, I think.
It is indeed.
It was.
But when you conceptualize these videos, like, do you guys get together and brainstorm and like, okay, we want to do this, and like, how does that pan out?
Yeah, usually we wait, until the last possible day or two when we need to hire a director, and we kind of sit in a bar for a couple hours until we have an idea, and then we reach out to a director or two, and someone says they'll do it, and then we shoot it a week later.
Well, some of the best ideas come out at the last minute anyway.
We've proven that.
And from the bar, I think.
Yeah.
There you
of course.
go.
More importantly.
So talking about videos and stuff, you guys have also done a bit of TV. Steve Wants His Money. Tell us a bit more about that.
It's just sort of a series of short sketch things. I don't know. That aired on MTV in Europe. That were also done at the last moment. They were sort of like all written while we were recording Barbara, like in the studio while he was doing bass lines, I was writing stuff, and when I was recording, he was writing stuff. And filmed in about 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there an episode named Porno Radio?
Porno on the radio.
Porno on the radio.
No, it's just porno radio.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chris is like, was it really?
Okay. We're going to go into another song. We Are Scientists, Nice Guys, of course. How did that song come to be?
The world needed it, I think, was the first thing that happened.
Do you guys adhere to the old adage, nice guys finish last?
We've seen it time and again. I don't know if it's a physical law, but
Do you consider yourself nice guys?
No.
Ask anyone who knows us.
Once again, we're a moderately successful band, so it can't be all that nice.
There you go. It's Nice Guys. We Are Scientists. 987 only the hits. Divian and Jacqui with you on Save the Music.
That's right, and we do have the nice guys themselves right here in the studio, Andy, Keith, and Chris.
That's right. Thank you for being here, of course. There's a line I was hoping you could explain. If you are the night sky, act like the night sky. Because when I heard that, I was like, what are you on?
To be honest, Andy and I have often wondered what Keith meant there as well. Keith writes the lyrics, so Keith.
About a tree frog. A tree frog who's, frogs are very active at night. And I just wanted that frog to shut up. It was perched outside my window, black as night.
Yeah.
Randomness.
A plea for silence
There
from
you
a
go.
common tree
Be
frog.
more like the night sky.
Inside
quiet.
the
Quiet. Yeah.
I think this is how the brainstorming sessions work.
I think so.
I'm grasping that right now, actually.
Now, of course, in reference to your band name, We Are Scientists, we just absolutely have to ask you a couple of science questions.
Let's do it.
I think the first
If
one.
you must.
First one goes to Andy. How's your science, Andy? How did you do in science at school?
Appalling. I got like the lowest possible grade.
You got a zero.
I got yeah.
All
So
right.
this is
Well,
a
now
chance
here's
for
a chance to make
redemption.
up. Yeah.
He doesn't need science now. He's a drummer. Okay, Andy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Do arteries carry blood away from the heart or to the heart?
I don't know, to the heart?
Is that your final answer? Do you want to call a friend or?
No, I'm going to go with that.
To the heart?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually away from the heart. Veins carry blood to the heart.
It was a 50-50, wasn't it?
It is a 50-50.
Okay, Keith.
Yeah.
One type of mammal that lays eggs. Not a tree frog.
I mean, is a platypus even a mammal?
Platypus?
Is that a mammal?
That's it is absolutely
It's a
correct.
demonic mammal, yes. But I don't like to think it's that close to humankind. But yeah.
Way to go. Okay, and the final question for Chris, of course. Digestion of food starts in the mouth. True or false?
That's true.
Starts on the plate.
Structural digestion and chemical digestion begins in the mouth.
Congratulations.
Goodness.
Absolutely right. We keep a bunch of kids in the studio and then they just cheer.
Yeah, randomly. Yep. Mhm.
Get those kids out of here.
And feed them too. Look at them.
I know.
Feed them.
The cage might be a bit too much.
Wash
I don't know.
them,
Yeah.
We treat them good. We treat them good. Don't worry about it.
Anything you guys want to say to your fans in Singapore?
Where are you?
Apart from that, anything else? I'm sure the whole collective of people
Come
have been
introduce
waiting.
yourself tomorrow at our show in Fort Canning Park.
Will do.
We'll sure be there.
All right.
At least 2 out of 3 of us will.
Absolutely awesome.
Sorry, Ross. But it's true.
Thank you guys for being such a sport. Thank you so much for taking the time to come down to the studio as
Thanks
well.
for having us.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Of course, We Are Scientists are opening for tomorrow for Neon Trees
Neon
as
Trees.
well. So catch them then.
You can still get your tickets at the door. Head down to more of Fort Canning.
You were born for this. 98.7. Only the hits.